Abusuya sabi the LGBTQ some no say trend over bia ni na say Prez Mahamas Asia the Cali Bishop Conference. Now in their conversation no in semi course so Ghana for be ede. It goes contrary to Sembia on the 10th of December. The leadership of the Assemblies of God Church I caught man trinkwa e woni fie no on one a kind. Same way Black Rasta and so the reaction about Abusuya esewani and so kachere. Make sure say we share video na foforo so nya bi ahwe na fe so no on subscribe ya na subscribe to Nsika TV. So follow on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. Abusuya say na say Prez Mahamas after he had been declared winner by the Electoral Commission, the leadership of the Assemblies of God Church Ekosrano, and in that conversation, that issue of LGBTQ plus pop up. Then Prez say, oh, if Nanado fails to sign their bill before leaving office, the bill will expire. You go see in command on the 10th of December. On a sofono ekwifa LGBTQ plus.
As you said, the issue of LGBTQ is still an issue that is pending, and it is our hope that this president will sign the bill. But if he doesn't sign it, the bill will expire. And it means that the next parliament must look at it again. And of course, like I said, we're not people who promote that kind of attitude. The Bible is very clear on issues like that. And so we'll continue to remain faithful to our spiritual guidance and do the things that are necessary to do.
Ebusuya sansem we na enra day Prez Mahamas Asia the Catholic Bishop Conference. In their conversation, there was something about LGBTQ plus. Ebusuya, emuna Prez ko kan say, oh, since Ghana, as part of our curriculum, we teach values, we teach family lives, we teach customs, we teach culture. We know that in Ghana, a man does not have an affair with a man. So does a woman does not also have an affair with a woman, because it is against our values and our norms as Ghanaians.
The proper human sexuality, it's quite a long name, proper family values bill. If you remember, there was a court case that injected the speaker from forwarding it to the president, and also restrained the president from receiving the bill. Eventually that case was disposed of in December, I think on the 18th or so. Yeah, so it meant that the injunction had been cleared. But as far as I know, the bill did not get to the president for assent. And so the convention is that all bills that are not assented to before the expiration of the life of Parliament expire. And so that bill effectively is dead, it has expired. I don't know what the promoters of the bill intend to do, but I do think that we should have a conversation on it again, so that all of us, if we decide to move that bill forward, move it forward with a consensus. And probably it shouldn't be a private member's bill, it probably should be a government bill with government behind it after consultation with all the stakeholders to see how we're able to move this forward. But it leads us back to the discussion we had, that if we're teaching our values in school, we won't need to pass a bill to enforce our family values. And that's why I think more than even the family values bill is us agreeing on a curriculum that inculcates these values into our children as they are growing up, so that we don't need to legislate it. And so we'll see how all this goes. And so I'm looking forward to this review conference so we can come to some consensus on some of these issues.
Now, Sam Nate George, MP for Nigo Pram Pram. He was one of the main initiators of the LGBTQ bill in Parliament. And Sam George has been seen on tape, or can say, if this MPP fails to sign their bill into law, when the NEC comes, JDM will surely signed that bill to become a law. And on Sabri Omampena Samokan on December 10th. And they are working on January 14th. Now it seems there are some inconsistencies in what our president is saying, because earlier on he gave the assurance that when the bill expires, it has to be reintroduced by the 9th Parliament.
Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill. And he himself has said that to the clergy, that as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill. President Mahama has read the bill. It's because he's read the bill that he told the clergy that when he becomes president, he will sign the bill, because President Mahama has no problem with anything in the bill.
Same way now, Black Rasta Ibusia, or the reaction, and I feel so also the point of view about what His Excellency Mahama Ekayeno, and also the Koko Apaima, Wachana Gini Bibri Ibusia, and Seweni, and Saukachere.
I am smiling in capital letters. You know why? Now listen to this. I don't know how Sam George feels about this pronouncement. In opposition, I think I heard John Dramani Mahama say that Nana Akufo-Addo should go ahead and sign. I heard John Dramani Mahama also talk against LGBTQI+ in opposition. Has he changed from what he promised the people? Now let us get into this seriously. I am glad that Mahama is talking about something I've been advocating all these years. Going back to the roots and educating our people. Talk to our people about patriotism. Instill it in their growing up. And when they grow up, with all apology to the Bible, they shall not depart from it. Kai, this is deep. Ha! Now, listen attentively. Now the LGBTQI+ is nothing but punitive. If you do it and we catch you, you will go to jail. If you do it and we catch you, we will whip you. If you do it and we catch you, we'll do this. Oh yes? Have we educated our people to understand that this is bad and why it is punishable? There's a lot of ignorance in our country, a lot of illiteracy in our country. You can have 1 million people join you on the road to demonstrate, yet they don't even know what they are demonstrating about. My brother, my sister, Mahama is saying that he thinks it will be better for us to go into the moral fiber of the society rather than bringing about punitive measures about the LGBTQI+ thing. It's the same thing about our prison system. Prison is not supposed to be punitive. It is supposed to be what? Reformative. Black Rasta, say it again. I said prison is not supposed to be punitive. It is supposed to be reformatory. And I've heard Sam George several times say that the bill that he proposed and sponsored with others is not supposed to punish, it's supposed to reform people. My brother, my sister, here we are at the crossroads. But one thing is very clear. It's all about the paymaster. If Mahama signs this bill, the nation would suffer economic issues, including loans, aids, grants to the nation. Because those who control all these avenues support LGBTQI+ square root -1 + 2. My brother, my sister, Nana Akufo-Addo, who could hear the voice of God directly like Moses and even promise God a cathedral, did not dare and could not dare sign that bill. Let alone Mahama, who was touted as the womanizer and ungodly person that they claimed he was. Is he the one to sign it? Even Nana Addo, who could hear the voice of God like Moses, couldn't sign the LGBT. He ran away from it. because of the paymaster. That is where my problem is. My problem is not about LGBTQI+. My problem is how we are controlled by the West. And whatever the West says is the right thing is what we accept and do. We are like puppets. We are not truly independent. We are a joke of an independent nation. Are we ready to tell the so-called paymaster that this is our nation and we are ready to take the reins of the nation, come what may, independently? Can we do that? Today, your power must be on. Where is the oil going to come from? You need aid from Saudi Arabia. You need aid from America. You need aid from England. And before they give you the aid, there's nothing like free lunch. They will tell you, this is our interest as well. Until we are able to deal with this, forget about LGBTQI+. Forget about all the nasty things happening in our country. We will never have a solution till we are truly economically independent. I leave it.
And it's a bush out here on my pain, Mama, 7 or Kayano. Now the two black Rasta, I don't know. I question there. Signing or passing that bill is going to have some repercussions on our economy because Ghana, as it stands now, we are under an IMF bailout and we get support from the IMF for some time. And we have even been hinted that the NDC government may also go for more support from the IMF. And we know that most of these international bodies, they are more particular about human rights issues. So when we try to pass such bills, which will deny certain people from expressing some rights, ebiana akoma wombo ankojo ma bibi epebiano went to me and found support in terms of loans, grants, and other technical aid and support. I'm going to buy maybe on my parents to say a friend of so nim no ko gidi eko possible be prevent people from expressing their rights. Ebiana the international community no attend on with actually Ghana. So maybe that's some of the reason why President is trying to be smart to do away with the passage of the LGBTQ plus. Because there was so much pressure on Anado to sign the bill. So we think JDM about in the Swaba say we are going to have our bill passed and signed by the president to prevent these activities in our society. Until someone can say whether you think my parents is doing the right thing or not. I am saying LGBTQ. Hey, and the same ever. Inti my so much about you fasa in same way my parents came huna. Watch the video now from Sonya be ashe. Bye bye.